Wow, simply wow. We have just been a part of playoff history, the playoff magic. What an amazing, emphatic win from Forest. But overall, as a fixture, a great game across two legs, and you just couldn't split the two sides. And I think it had to go down to penalties because Forest dominated that first leg, and then Sheffield United really dominated that second leg. One absolutely brilliant game. And before that, guys, please do smash the like button and do subscribe before we get into this match reaction and analysis to the absolute cracker that was that game. 2-1 to Sheffield United in the game, and then Forest winning 3-2 on penalties. What a game of football. I've come out of that watching that as a neutral, and it's just exactly why the Championship is the greatest league on the planet, and the playoffs are amazing. I've got the hairs are standing up on the back of my neck, goosebumps all over, the atmosphere, you're seeing the pitch invasion at the end, but just what a brilliant game of football. And there's so many little layers to that game and the fixture that I thought were so interesting that we can dive into, because it was a really odd start. Sheffield United came out the blocks and they came out fighting, fast, high press. They really went for it. And then Forest just had that one chance from absolutely nowhere. They knocked the ball long through the channel, and it was just a really, really simple goal. Sam Surridge got in on the wrong side of Chris Basham, plays the ball across, and Brennan Johnson puts it away, and an amazing finish. Took it so well, and I thought, well, that's the fixture over. That's the tie over. We're 10 minutes in. Well, I think it was around 10 minutes in. 19 minutes in, sorry, to the game. And it's gone. But then that second half, literally, they came out fighting, Sheffield United did. And I thought, oh, okay. And then next thing you know, 75 minutes in, and Sheffield United are dominating. And I mean, seriously dominating. I thought there's absolutely no chance that Forest can just ride the storm. And they rode the storm. They rode the wave. And then next thing you know, the tie's in the other way. Forest are dominating. It was just an absolute brilliant game of football. And there were so many players that I thought were really, really good. But shout out to Samba, because Samba in that penalty shootout was absolutely amazing. First of all, just the mind games that he played, obviously, with Norwood waiting for 90 seconds. Did amazingly. And the Hurahan penalty, by the way, is absolutely atrocious. Absolutely awful. But fair play, because not many keepers would ever stand still. So, again, as much as you can slag off the penalty, it was just amazing from Samba. You could see his confidence. He was ready for that. But overall, there's a couple of decisions that I do want to discuss, though. Straight away, Sheffield United, I thought really odd that they didn't make a substitution until about the 110th minute, and you could see the legs were going. And I think that's when the tie went towards Forest. It was around about 100 minutes or so, maybe even start of the extra time. They all looked absolutely shattered, and right, they didn't make a single substitution. It just really baffled me. I didn't get that decision from Paul Heckingbottom, and they've got good players on the bench. I don't understand why Hurahan and Osborne weren't on earlier. Really don't. And maybe somebody else might be able to tell me, because I know it's not the most in-depth squad. There's not massive strength on that bench, but at least get some fresh legs on, because you could just see Fleck himself. You could see he was absolutely shattered. Baldock was pulling up. I thought, and Jay was great up top, but you could see he was getting tired. Morgan Gibbs-White, by the way, what a player. My man of the match by far from both sides. Actually, no, you got to give it Samba, haven't you? But Morgan Gibbs-White, what a serious player he was. I thought Brennan Johnson, we all know he's an absolutely brilliant player. I thought Spence really struggled in that game today. I didn't think he had a very good game, but I thought Brennan Johnson was brilliant. He took his chances when he needed to. But overall, just a brilliant game of football. And what I found really interesting is Sheffield United, as much as Sheffield United were good, I thought Forest played into their hands. I thought at points, yes, I get playing out from the back and trying to play through the phases and moving up the pitch. But you saw the one goal, the goal that came for Forest. It was that ball through the channel. I don't understand why they didn't carry on doing it. Why they didn't put that pressure on that defence. Because Basham, Egan and Robinson, they're good defenders, but they're not the fastest. Brennan Johnson and Sam Surridge, every time we're running the channels, had them every single time. So I don't understand why they didn't keep hitting it. I know it's not the most attractive and great football to watch, but it worked. It quite clearly worked. And that was my only point that I thought, I don't understand why Steve Cooper didn't tell the players, keep doing it, cause them problems, force them back, and then what it will do is it will force Sheffield United then to play deeper, and then they can keep piling the pressure on. But they didn't. But they got the win at the end of the day, so who am I to judge? But I thought at points Sheffield United were unlucky not to get the win in that game, but I think that's because of Samba's brilliance. Samba, some absolutely huge saves. One right at the very end. That was amazing, that save was. And one right at the very start, when at very, very first moment, I think it was Njay again, he went through and he had a one-on-one chance from that brilliant ball from Morgan Gibbs-White. But overall, an absolute brilliant game of football. Forest are through to the playoff final. What a performance. I thought James Garner, I thought he's a great player. I'm worried about his injury because I saw he did go off limping. Steve Cook, you know what you're going to get with him, I think. I thought he was a class again today. You can just see with Steve Cook, he's brilliant. He's a player who's underrated. His experience, you can just see. He's so good. He reads the game so well. I thought Worrell and Spence, I thought, really struggled on that one side. I thought McKenna and Colback were really good on the left-hand side. Colback, a player that I'm never sure as a wing-back, but I think he suits the role and he's played quite well. I thought Yates was okay, yeah. I thought Zinkernagel really struggled, but I think that's because they just didn't use him at all. Like, very rarely got on the ball. Probably can have a look at the amount of touches he had, to be honest, because I could tell you now, I bet you it wasn't very many because he just never got on the ball. Simply just never got on the ball. Here we go, I can tell you how many touches now. 24 touches of the ball in 71 minutes. It's not enough from your number 10. But that's because they didn't utilise him, they didn't play into him, because they were so piled in by Sheffield United. Sam Surridge was really good. I thought he ran the line really well, ran the channels, held the ball up when he needed to. But I thought Keenan Davis was really good when he came on. And I know he's just come back from injury, but I know you probably would want to play Keenan Davis, in my opinion, over Sam Surridge in the final, just purely for what he can bring. The way he drives with the ball, he came on, I thought he changed the game. I thought, yes, I know Sheffield United were dominating that from probably when he came on, but in that extra time, I thought he was great. The way he drives with the ball, he took the ball in so many different places, and defensively, he was really solid. There were a couple of times where they went and turned to him, and he gets them out of trouble with the way he drives with the ball. So I thought Keenan Davis was really good. I thought when he came on, I thought Lolly struggled, but I don't know. I can't decide. I think it was just a brilliant game of football, wasn't it, really? As much as we can question certain decisions, but as a neutral, this was an absolute brilliant game of football. And I think we all knew it was going to be, because the fact that Sander Berge got the goal in the first leg, we knew this was going to be open. We knew both sides could go for it, because there was that little flicker of hope that Sheffield United could get back into this. But what a brilliant game of football, as I said earlier. What a brilliant advert for the Championship and the playoffs. Samba, the hero, the man of the moment. What a performance. What a game of football. But guys, let me know in the comment section below all of your thoughts, who you think the man of the match was. For me, it's got to be Samba as man of the match. And then a shout out as well to Morgan Gibbs-White, because I thought he was absolutely class. I think he definitely will get in the Wolves side next season. But do we think in the final now, Forest versus, why has my mind gone blank, Huddersfield, who is going to win? I'm going to go with an early prediction and say Forest. I thought today they showed the grit and determination to come to win that game, considering they probably weren't the better side in the 120 minutes. I think Forest fans will agree with me on that. But the fact that they can do that is a sign of a serial winners team, and that's going to be huge in that final. But as I said, let me know, guys, in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Please smash the like button and do subscribe. But BucketHatSam over and out. I'm buzzing for this. I'm not going to be able to sleep after this, am I? But yeah, BucketHatSam over and out. Thanks for watching, guys.